Want calm in 120 seconds? This is the salt trick for immediate calm. A tiny ritualized mineral sip that helps quiet the nervous edge and steady your morning energy. It's simple. A single drop of a mineral, iodine micro-tincture in a glass of room temperature, filtered water, a gentle clockwise swirl, and a 2-minute mindful sipping cadence. Many people report an almost immediate softening, shoulders drop, breath slows, not because of a miracle, but because the body responds to attention, rhythm, and a precise micro-signal. Think of it as a whisper to your system, not a shout. This practice sits in a long line of simple ancestral methods that tended digestion and energy. There's a familiar thread in historical accounts, Edgar Cayce's recommendations and similar traditional apple fast approaches, where the idea is first to clear the ash in the chimney, then reignite a steady pilot light. We honor that lineage here as context. Periodic digestive clearing makes the body more receptive to small, intentional signals. I'll name him accurately as Edgar Cayce, since that lineage often appears in this wellness conversation. Before I give the step-by-step, a clear safety note. This is a supportive wellness ritual, not medical treatment. If you have diagnosed thyroid disease, are pregnant or nursing, or you take endocrine medications, please consult your healthcare provider before trying this. Do not stop or alter prescribed medications to try this practice. If you ever experience palpitations, flushing, tremors, dizziness, or any concerning symptoms, stop immediately and seek medical advice. If that applies to you, check in with your clinician, and then, if cleared, come back to this ritual. If it does not apply and you're curious, type "I calmed" in the comments to join a simple 1-week experiment, a small group of people practicing the same rhythm together. Now, let's walk through the salt trick. Materials and setup. Use a clean glass vessel, a pint glass, a small jar, a tumbler, anything that's glass and comfortable to hold. Avoid using plastic for the ritual feel. Glass gives a neutral surface and a clear view of the drop as it disperses. The water should be filtered and at room temperature. Nothing icy, nothing steaming. The temperature matters because the throat and diaphragm respond differently to extremes. Room temp supports a calm, diaphragmatic breath. What we mean by salt in this trick. This is shorthand. You're not taking a spoon of table salt. The micro-signal here is a mineral iodine micro-tincture, a professionally prepared single-drop solution intended for microdosing. Call it a mineral drop, atomic iodine drop, micro-tincture, or simply the salt drop. It behaves like a signal to your system, tiny, precise, and ritualized. A small but crucial rule: 1 drop only. Precision matters. Do not increase the dose, and do not substitute by adding more of other substances. This is about a single, measured signal plus breathing and attention. Timing. Do this first thing in the morning, before coffee or a heavy breakfast, ideally after you've used the restroom and given your belly a moment to settle. The recommended rhythm is 5 consecutive mornings on, then 2 mornings off. This 5-2 cadence helps keep the signal effective without pushing the system into adaptation. The ritual, step by step. 1. Fill your glass halfway with room temperature filtered water. Hold it in both hands if that feels grounding. 2. Bring the micro-tincture bottle to the rim and place 1 single drop into the water. Watch the droplet fall and begin to diffuse. Observe it with curiosity. This is part of the ritual's power. 3. With your dominant hand, give the glass a gentle clockwise swirl. Just a quarter to a half turn is enough, slow and deliberate. Imagine the swirl guiding the signal through the chamber of your body, like coaxing the pilot light. 4. Rest your hands on the glass, soften your shoulders, and lower your gaze if you like. Breathe intentionally. Inhale through your nose into your belly, expanding the diaphragm. Exhale slowly through the mouth. 5. Sip in a steady cadence for 2 minutes. Take 1 small sip every 5 to 8 seconds, syncing each sip with a diaphragmatic inhale and a calm exhale. The sip should be small, enough to taste and feel the water travel down the throat. Continue this measured sip, sip-breathe rhythm for the full 120 seconds. 6. Finish by placing the glass down, taking 2 slow, full breaths, and noting how your body feels. Shoulders, jaw, belly. Keep your day gentle for the next 30 minutes if possible. Let the ritual settle. During the 2 minutes, focus on sensation, the weight of the glass in your hands, the temperature of the water on your lips, the sound of your breath. The immediate calm many people feel is a compound effect. The breathing down regulates the nervous system while the microsignal offers a subtle metabolic nudge. Together, they act like stoking a small ember with care. A couple of practical details. If you're using a labeled iodine or mineral micro-tincture, follow the product's storage guidance and keep the dropper clean. Use a glass vessel to avoid any taste transfer. If you accidentally drop more than 1 drop, discard the water and start anew with a fresh half glass and a single drop. If you miss a morning, don't worry. Resume the next morning and follow the 5-on 2-off rhythm. Safety and contraindications. Please read this carefully. This ritual is not a substitute for professional medical care. If you have a diagnosed thyroid condition, are pregnant, nursing, or taking endocrine medications, consult your healthcare provider before trying this. Do not stop or alter any prescribed medication to attempt this ritual. If you experience palpitations, flushing, tremors, severe headache, faintness, or any sudden distress, cease the practice immediately and seek medical attention. The single-drop rule is mandatory. Do not experiment by increasing dose or combining with other iodine supplements without medical advice. If you're cleared and ready to track results, here's a simple 7-day monitoring system. Before you begin the first morning, set a small notebook or use a notes app. Each morning for 7 days, score 3 metrics on a scale from 0 to 10. Bloating. How much abdominal fullness or discomfort do you feel? 0 tau, none. 10. Very bloated. Energy. How steady is your energy compared to your normal? 0 tau, very low tank. 10. Vibrant and steady. Clarity. How clear-headed and focused do you feel? 0. Fog. 10. Sharp and calm. Record these numbers each morning before the ritual, and then again after the 2-minute sip if you like, noting any immediate change. Expect that the first session may deliver a subjective sense of calm. Breathing and ritual often do this right away. Deeper, metabolic or habitual shifts, if they appear, tend to show up by day 3 through day 7. Pay attention to trends. Are you waking with less bloat? Is your energy more even across the morning? Is your mind quieter when you begin work? A word on interpretation. This is about tending your daily rhythms, not chasing a miracle. Some people will notice small, meaningful changes. Others will observe no difference. That's okay. Sovereignty over your body means choosing what to continue based on careful observation, not hope or hype. Why the 5-on 2-off schedule? It's a gentle pattern that allows the system to receive the signal without habituation. Think of the pilot light metaphor. Consistent tending keeps the ember responsive. If you run into any adverse effects, pause the ritual and consult your provider. As you practice, notice the softening around the throat and chest, the slight lengthening of exhale, and the settling in the belly. That immediate calm is the primary virtue of the salt trick, a quick, repeatable way to interrupt the morning adrenaline cascade and invite steadier, more sovereign presence. To recap, the salt trick is a 2-minute ritual combining a single mineral iodine drop in a half glass of room-temperature filtered water, a gentle clockwise swirl, and a precise sip-breathe cadence. Do it first thing in the morning. Follow 5 consecutive mornings on and 2 off. Track bloating, energy, and clarity for 7 days. And always honor the safety guidance around thyroid conditions and pregnancy. If you're ready to try this 1-week test with others, type "I calmed" in the comments. That's the small signal we're using to mark our 1-week experiment together. In closing, this tiny ritual is less about a dramatic biochemical reset and more about reclaiming a calm, sovereign morning, clearing the chimney and tending the pilot light so your day can glow steadier. If this landed with you, like and subscribe. And after a week, leave one short line in the comments: less bloating, steadier energy, or no change. Take care, be precise, and tend your hearth with patience.